Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are bringing you the welcome return of the public line battle, and I have the pleasure of the company of Malakith. Good evening, Mal.
Good evening.
Now, this is a event that used to occur back in the days of Mount and Musket, and has now been revived for this mod now, or the DLC, I should say. Are you looking forward to this?
Yep, the Monday events, it kind of serves two purposes. It's called the public event because absolutely anybody can join. So it encourages the people in the community that aren't in a regiment to come and try and sort of join in that sort of style of event. But the other big use for it is the regiments who usually go really strict and organised and have, you have your line regiments that always play as line. They generally show up and try something different. And they're not always particularly good at it. So you may find line regiments in as cavalry and in as artillery as well, which is probably more deadly. So be on the lookout for many mistakes and team kills.
Well, I think that's like you're saying. It's part of the fun is that regiments who normally play particular roles get to try new things they wouldn't normally under other circumstances. So, plus also like you're saying, new tactics, bits and pieces like that. So, I think also from that point of view, it's good for people who are maybe there. We go. Hovis has been stabbed already. It's for people who kind of aren't sure if they want to be in a regiment, but there's something different about playing on a pub and actually playing in a proper organised line. The level of control, the level of sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, discipline that is required to actually play as a team. This kind of thing you have to experience to find out if you're going to like it, Mel.
Yeah, it's sort of that halfway house between the utter chaos of the public servers and the complete utter discipline of most of the large private events. Without having to commit to too much personally, you can just sort of show up and just try it out and see if you enjoy it or not.
Now we're looking at and there it begins.
Example 1.
And Rusty Turban has claimed his first victim and has just been slain by the admin. Okay, so there we go. These things happen. Whoops-a-daisy by Rusty Turban there. So you've got a collection of, let's just see, it's French versus the ostriches today. So you've got the two lines who look like they're across this massive, great big, huge canyon. They're actually engaging each other at relatively long distance. I'll say that's about 150 metres sort of game distance. And, oh, Andre, look at that. A couple of nice kills there into members of the 77Y. And Paddy Man manages to catch a cannonball. Investor 29 taking down an inconspicuous monkey. How awesome is that name, Mal?
That's an excellent name. It's just a shame there's not more trees for him to have been hanging out nearby. But one team's artillery definitely seems to be on the ball, even if the other ones are too busy contributing to their enemy's score.
These things always happen. So what we'll do is we'll check to see what's going on. So you've got USC for Life over here, who is obviously the commander, one of the organisers. He is the Austrian general, and you can see this line of French on the far side of the canyon. They are firing back at the enemy. The likes of Andy Crackshot Murray leading that line. Now, obviously, they're looking to do as much damage as they can at the moment, Mal.
Yeah, they're just trying to capitalise on not being in the enemy artillery's sight, or even if they are in it, it's not being particularly effective, as we've already seen. They're just inflicting early kills. There's some good leading by Andy, although he has just been taken out.
Killed by During. He's not going to live that down for a while.
No, there is a rule in this event that you're not supposed to target the enemy officers because it's a public event. You don't want to try and promote too much chaos. But as he was marching in and out from behind friendly troops there's not much During could have done. He would have just fired at that general area.
Yeah, but then to also
targeting.
Looking at it from that point of view, During did unfortunately come a cropper, so we can say that karma is a bitch in this kind of battle. So we're obviously watching the 4PP, who are nicely lined up here in their line, sorting themselves out and looking pretty good. And yeah, he saw a blob at the right and aimed for that, which is always the problem. There's no scopes on these games.
No, in Mount and Musket you used to actually be able to zoom. That was one of the big features that caused a lot of fuss when this first came out, and you could no longer hold shift to zoom in. But I think overall it adds a lot of feel to the game of you not being able to really see what you're shooting at.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is also, to a certain degree, it means that, well, Zoom, you didn't really have the option of zooming in real life, so it makes more sense to do it that way. So I can understand why they did it, and you can see the Austrians now still firing across the canyon. I can't really see that there's any way except going all the way around the right-hand side of the map to actually get past this canyon, so...
I think that edge, although it looks like you could walk across it, I think you'll hit an invisible wall because it's too close to the map edge before you can actually walk around that. So you may find these guys have to all walk down to the left end of the map and go across the much flatter terrain.
We're looking at Organiser Skittles, who is in as the commander of the French forces, picking himself up a musket, and we looks like we've got the line here from the 7th. There's recruit Owen Spears pushing his line forward there, with Rout following behind. Looks like they're lining up and firing. Ooh, nicely done. Taking pot shots at the Austrians, who are running across the field on the opposite side. And unfortunately, they were not successful in any hits. They've decided to return fire with Saddam AZR from the 4PP. And, of course, unfortunately, no accurate shots there. Oh, no! James Stewart has just come a cropper. He's just been stabbed. And let's just see what's going on. Yeah, he's been dehorsed, quite literally. Yep. So, never mind. Let's move on and see the commanding officer, USC for life. He's got his sabre out and he's making a cheese for it.
Yeah, these French managed to sneak all the way around and come up behind this line, and the general was doing his best to try and head them off, but Tavington, which is James Stewart, got taken out there.
Poor Tavington, unfortunately. So we're watching the 3TE here with their nice little collection of lines. The Schnitzel, there's Olsen in there as well, and let's see, there's Jack and Stonewall, and leading the line is Vulcan. So that's an interesting point as well. Can they fire and charge? Apparently that is an option in this game.
Yeah, in this thing you are allowed to fire on the charge. It's just a simpler rule set, and you want to keep things as simple as possible.
Well, the thing is, by keeping it simpler, you kind of don't have to come down too hard on people, and it remains more fun for everyone, really, if there's less rules that people have to worry about. So I wonder if the commander is going to fall down the side of that canyon. That would be slightly amusing if that was to happen, Mal.
Yeah, it would. I think this French line knows their days are numbered. They're being chased by not only the Austrian general, but 2 Austrian lines, and I think they're just trying to take out the enemy cannons before they get obliterated.
Yeah, they're just being snuck up on now at the moment, so they're being very sneaky about this. They're trying to get away from... There we go, one's turn. Oh, the commander just got stabbed. Beautiful stab there by... by Olsen there, killing poor old USC for life, and his guard who also comes in. Olsen unfortunately gets taken down. There we go. The Joker is Joker saying the general is dead. Everyone back to Austria, and the remaining French. I think. Let's see. I don't think there's any left now. That was a tad unfortunate.
Who's this? This cannon operator, Slayer Boy, has just randomly fired in that direction, and I cannot see for the life of me what he is shooting at. All of the enemy were dead, and he seemed to just be firing randomly off into the distance for no reason.
Well, maybe there's some kind of invisible ninja Frenchman over there. It's difficult to say.
The only other thing I can think of is he may have had canister loaded and was just getting rid of it so he could fire back across the map. But
we've also got Corporal Riki, who's in there as the cannoneer, and just avoided a cannonball as it bounced past his right shoulder. He was very lucky. And you've got Corporal Royal in there with the spyglass held up to his bandaged eye, naturally, much in the same way that you did with your spyglass when you were general. And it doesn't bode well for the commanding officers when they can't see what they're looking at.
It's the special X-ray vision that all officers have with their telescopes there.
X-ray vision, yeah, whatever. You don't see... If it's so good and this X-ray vision is so great, how come you don't see cannonballs coming towards your face?
Oh, just because you can see them doesn't mean you get out of the way in time.
Okay, all right, we'll let you off on that one. So we've got another one over here. There's Saddam AZR from the 4PP looking over to one side. Don't you dare hit me, says Artie. And Gaz takes out Andre with a cannonball. Oh,
that one will be in TeamSpeak later.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. He's happy about that. Oh, dear. That's good fun. So, never mind. Let's see if we can get over to the French artillery. Now, this is interesting. Have you seen where this little French line is?
The Grenadiers?
Yes.
I'm wondering if they're waiting to ambush their fellow 4PP friends.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm just waiting to see what's happening. This could be a nasty situation. Now, the question... are they actually seeing what's going on down here?
Something's going on down in this open plains area.
Yeah. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Now, this is rather sneaky play by this contingent of Frenchmen here. And got another contingent, obviously, from the 4PP.
Just like the General's Guards and, well, the last remaining General's Guard on Austria is trying to fight the General's retinue on the French team down in the open plains area.
Yeah, I see what's going on there. So you've got a little bit of a contretemps going on. So we're looking at Skittles at the moment, having a stab at a random horse. So it looks like he's got 2 of his dragoons helping him, I think. And don't hit the horse. Yeah, not in the face, not in the face. So the thing is, these guys seem to be having their own private battle at the moment. So
I think these are mostly the organisers. There's a little sort of rivalry going on between them, especially as one of their generals is dead.
Oh, there we go, stabbing the back from the sabre. So this is their own private battle over here on the plains, as you can see. And we're watching Skittles. He's being very cautious. And we're waiting to see what happens as these guys are just going round and round in circles. Oh, Skittles nearly lost his horse. As yeah, the thing is, you can watch this and
those horses have.
Sorry,
I'm impressed with how much health these horses have. They've all taken several slashes.
Yeah, even though Slayer Boy with a couple of nice kills into the 4PP. Alexander could have killed their horses at least 5 times by now. Oh no. Oh, nice block, and the horse goes down, incomplete with Alexander Campbell. So Skittles has managed to survive that engagement. And we're looking now at the remaining French line, 21 versus 20. So it's pretty even so far, which I think is a great thing, Mal.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where the rest of the French numbers are. They've got their grenadier line, but that only accounts for about 6. Their artillery, they've got a few cavalry around by the look of it still.
Yeah, they've got 2 lines moving up as far as I can see.
There we go.
So you've got these guys snaking over towards the enemy, and it's only a matter of time. Now, the thing is, I think the enemy have seen them. So you've got Arty Guards. So there's 710 Peace there, just taking... Mr. Jackson, the 77Y, please return to your line. So there's 77Y, 7 Peace, just managed to take out JHS as they were running up the hill.
Oh, have you seen the Austrian line sneaking up behind?
Yes, I have. This is not going to go well. Sergeant the Baker from the 5th Brigade, 27th Artillery. Bradders taking out route. Caboose shooting Gaz in the face. Oh, that's going to go down well. So poor old Gaz taking a bullet from a cadet. And somebody saying, good cadet. As now you've got the 4PP moving up the hill to clear out the stragglers of the Austrian artillery. You've got Jelja in there trying to defend himself and unfortunately failing. As the sole remaining member, there we go, Riki is taken down and the Austrian artillery has been neutralised, Mal.
Yep, they're neutralised, and are the French going to run away? This is the 2 grenadier units, so this is both parts of the 4PP now coming up against each other as the sole survivors of their teams. So it's definitely going down to grudge match.
This is what we like to see. A bit of a 4PP grudge going on as we speak. So now the question is, are the 4PP French contingent going to get up there, turn into a line, or are they going to go for the melee charge? Let's see. No, they're going in for the melee. Here we go. 4PP versus 4PP. Sedan gets taken down. Look at this. Oh, this is glorious stuff. Melee goodness by the 4PP here, Mel.
Yep, this I can't imagine what their team speak's going to be like during this. It's always good when you know who you're stabbing.
Yeah, it's that kind of, personal bloodletting that's so much more enjoyable. So we got Bradders is in there as well. So Bradders managed to kill somebody. So we got a member of the 77Y in there as well, along with the 4PP. So let's see, 9 Frenchmen left and 11 ostriches. And we're looking at more Austrians here with Corporal Royal. They're looking to engage. Yeah, I think they've snuck up on the French artillery, who are now charging into battle. Father Jack is going to go and clean them out with his rearming stick there. And we're waiting for an opportunity now. Is this the one that Gamer is waiting for? Oh, We've all got Father Jack diving left, right and centre and not doing a very good job of it.
Here comes the general.
Here comes the general. Oh, look at that. Snoopy gets taken out and Potter gets taken out by Corporal Royal. So a couple of nice cannon shots there. And here we go. A little bit of... we're looking at Van Leeuwen from the 9E artillery. He's out with his rearming rod, his ramrod. Oh, his lovely ramrod there, sir. Gamer manages to take a bullet, or a bayonet, I should say. And there seems to be quite a lot of good-natured kidding in this game so far, Mal.
Yeah, it's considerably less serious than all the other events. These guys are just having fun and lots of jesting going on between them, which is always good to see. It's nice to see them being taken seriously for a change. Yeah,
definitely. So, Tainted Turnip has just been rammed to the floor by Steve from the 7th. And there we go. Treble has just shot Light Raffle in the face with a canister shot. Or Raff, I should say. And there's Treble. He's defending himself with a lighting wand. He's got out his spyglass. You better watch it. Out comes the ramrod. He's got out the ramrod.
Those two are on the same team.
Oh, are they on the same team? Oh, I thought they were going to... Oh, right, sorry. I thought he was punching Treble there for a second. I was like, oh, dear, never mind. That would have been quite funny, though. I did wonder to myself, why is he reloading it when he's right nearby him? But never mind. Anyway. Okay, so we're looking at members of the 4PP and furious typing from Mao.
Sorry, I'm getting pokes in the TeamSpeak channel of trolls in TeamSpeak channels, but I don't actually have TeamSpeak admin, so there's nothing I can do about them.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. So, let's see. This is now the... so you've got Bradders in, members of the 4PP... So these guys are making their way out. And, yeah, they're not that far away from the enemy. So, as you can see... James Stewart is saying rude words about YouTube. I think we should have a conversation with that gentleman. What do you think, Mel?
Well, we saw him get brutally murdered earlier. I think it's about even in terms of... that kind of stuff. Yeah,
but to be honest, when you think about it... cannonball shot through the testicles. That was nasty. And a return. Oh, a treble. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Treble taking out someone with a canister shot. 2v2 at the moment. So the question is, where's the other Frenchman? And what's he doing back there? He's still loading a cannon. So it's essentially... Treble is trying to pwn face right now. So we're watching Treble with a nice stab. Let's see who his opponent is. It's Rudy Arab. He is currently damaged. He's taken one stab at the moment. This is classic. Oh, look at this. This is melee goodness. No, Treble has fallen. Treble has died. Oh, dear. Rudy Arab now running over to the cannon. This is 2v1. Is he going to be able to get the cannon off in time? Oh, he wasn't. And he is now going to try and defend himself. Let's see who this is. This is Potter defending himself against the likes of Bradders. And, oh, look at that. Oh! Wow, how about that?
Yeah, Bradders will not live that one down. That was just a clear stab to the face. There wasn't any trickery involved there at all.
Okay, they're going to do a reset to allow the new regiments to get on. So we're just going to pause it here and we'll be back with the next round. Hey guys, we're back, and it is round 2 of the public line battle, and this should be interesting to see how things go. They've done a quick reset, so obviously France won the last round, so we are going to keep score. Remember how good we are with the mathematics.
No comment.
Says the engineer. So, yeah, what can I say? It's terrible. I mean, if you're talking about binary, then yeah, I can probably keep track, but that's about it. So let's just see what's going on. Now, I don't know how many rounds we're going to be doing. I'm guessing about 5, so 3 on this map, maybe 2 on another map tends to be the normal way of doing things, Mal.
Yeah, it's usually just in that sort of vicinity. You just do to time. If it goes on much longer, people tend to drift away. But if you do too few, then everyone's like, well, we didn't really get to play there, did we? So 5 tends to be about right.
Yeah. Now the thing is also this is the line battle map that you were telling me about with the great big huge flat plateau in the centre with that people would tend to put cannons up on the edges for. and use it to essentially go 10-pin bowling, as Sergeant Ollie managed to kill a member of the 75th already with a nicely placed cannonball, as we're watching a line of Frenchmen making their way across the plateau. Now, this could be quite brave, led by Corporal Andy Crackshot Murray, so this could either be a brave move or a foolhardy one. We'll have to wait and see, Mal.
Yeah, it looks like all of the other lines are following him, so he's not completely in isolation. This actually looks like it may have been mildly coordinated, which I think has me more surprised than it should have, really.
You're just a cynical bastard. That's the trouble, isn't it?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Completely rumbled. So let's see who Tail End Charlie is. And there's Vulcan from the 3TE, and we're waiting to see what they're going to do. Now, obviously, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because you've still got the General with his 2 bodyguards sniffing around the area.
I think I see what they're up to. If they come around the side of this hill
where they're Georgia.
They can basically knock out one of the enemy guns in terms of effectiveness, because the hill that the Austrians have got their guns on means that one of them won't be able to see, just due to the angle, because the hill gets in the way of itself.
Ah. Oh, look at that! Treble has just killed the enemy general with a cannonball. So great shot there by Treble. And I don't know if you noticed earlier, as per the normal situation, Georgia managed to catch a cannonball as well. So turning out to be quite an entertaining battle so far.
Yeah, Georgia's staying on form. He will continue to keep his well-earned title of cannon fodder until he learns to dodge better. Oh, bless him. Poor Georgia. He's awesome. We love him. So let's see. We're looking at... there's Private Guihi 619 and Bradders. Now, they're obviously looking over towards that line that is coming in from the left side. And the cannonball fire is going out. Let's see. There we go. Nice shot by Bradders. Bounced it over the two... over by the hills, and Andre is actually managing to find his distance with the cannon pretty well. He's just taken out Slayer Boy. He took out Georgia earlier on. He's looking for Gaz. He wants that revenge. And who can blame him? Who can blame him? Obviously, the Gaz was the first person to draw blood in that little artillery battle that they have going at the moment. So it's good to see these guys doing something they don't normally do and getting a lot of enjoyment out of it. I tend to find that with these kind of games, you better understand what the other person has to do when you've kind of done their role. Mal. Yeah, cannons are very difficult. I mean, I'm fixed on one of the cannon operators now, and you can see the map. You don't have a telescope unless you're the officer, and all you can see in the distance usually is tiny flickers of movement. And you're trying to aim that thing. You don't really know what height it's going to go at. There's hills. You're just shooting at specks in the distance, basically. They're nowhere near as accurate as some of these guys make out that they should be. Now, that's always going to be the case. I mean, the thing is, these guys obviously don't practice to the degree that the standard artillerymen do. And there's obviously a certain amount of... experience that comes with doing the same thing. I mean, you and I know from the days of air attack how you kind of focused on one particular plane or one particular side of things when it came to the game, and that was pretty much where most of your focus tended to be and where most of your expertise tended to be, Mal. Yeah, you just generally tend to specialise in a play role or a style in nearly everything in life, and Napoleonic Wars isn't any different. It's quite a variety between the different types of gameplay, artillery being one of the extremes of the scale. So quite a lot of the time you'll find lines complaining that the artillery team killed them, but when you're on maps of this scale, that artillery cannonball was fired a good 20-25 seconds ago in some cases. Especially when you're looking at mortars and howitzers. They spend forever in the air. Especially at maximum range, so it's not like they were purposely targeting your unit, but unless you have experience with fighting with a cannon yourself, you might not realise that. Yeah, also I tend to find sometimes you see people who are not necessarily aware of their general surroundings, so they don't realise they're standing in front of the cannon. Now, if they then get team killed by said cannon, they've really only got themselves to blame, Mel. Yeah, you'd think rather large noises and huge volumes of smoke would kind of indicate that there's something in the area a bit larger than them, but, people's intelligence and awareness is clearly lacking when they've got their eyes focused on something.
Yeah, they kind of get the red mists and focus down on different things. So we're watching a nice little line here, and making their way out. Major Charles MacDonald from the 51st, looking very dapper this evening, and moving out with members of the 75th Rifle and the 51st in the background. There we go, Lieutenant Gamer taking down Sheepy, and lots of... I do love the... Oh dear, there we go.
And that's a perfect example of what happens with long-range cannons. All you see is specks. You cannot see those little symbols above the heads of friendly units. Unless you have voice comms telling you where your friends are to particular accuracy, you're just firing at pixels. And that's the result when you get it wrong.
Yeah, now in his defence he said it bounced from across the map, so that's always the danger, really. It's just one of those things, you know. It's occupational hazard, I suppose, when you're firing large cannonballs across a large area of ground. But never mind, these things happen, and we shall move on and watch the French contingent. Oh, did you see that? Brad Apple. Oh,
straight into it.
Straight into it, but he jumped in the air and then got hit by the cannonball. And I caught that on camera as well, so that was fantastic. So Brad Apple is so elite at capturing cannonballs that he had to jump in the air to ensure that he successfully caught that one, which he did with his chest. So mad cannonball catching skills there by Brad Apple, as we're watching Andy Crackshot Murray making his way up towards the... Oh dear, Doering has just taken the canister shot, and it looks like we've got a little bit of sword fighting going on. And let's see if we can lock in on where they are at the moment, as we've got a French contingent. Looks like they're making a push towards the artillery.
Yeah, the French have moved in on the... the Austrians have moved in on the French artillery. You've got a few of the generals riding around on horse. Looks like the cannoneers are still alive for now, but there is a Austrian line camping their guns. They've planted their standard and they intend to keep it.
Yeah, they're looking at it at the moment. They are doing a little bit of... There's Gamer, of course, the mass assassinator himself. So he's in there doing a little bit of stabby goodness into Theron from the 7TE. So it looks like they're going to try and take out... Oh, look at that. Oh, he got blocked as he tried to go in for the kill there. Gaz also then taking down one of the enemy. Who's the last? There we go. The last Oscar taken down by Gamer, and the French have managed to, looks like, relatively defend that area as Bradders gets taken out. So let's see if we can focus in on where the remaining line of French people are. It looks like a battle has gone on by the Austrian artillery, I think it is, Mal.
Yep, they're just taking out... There's 2 cannon operators left, but the grenadiers are coming in to save them.
Oh.
Met that 1 cannon operator. Who's the survivor? Let's see. That's Gaz. Gaz is still alive.
Okay. So I'm watching Royal Guard Chris at the moment, who's in the process of being attacked by multiple members of the Austrian army, and he has managed to survive. So let's see if we can lock in on where the Gazmeister, so to speak, is. So
He's running away because there's a couple of Frenchmen around still.
So let's see. There's Saddam. He said, he is dealing with things. Cadet Jackson gets taken down, and Doering is complaining about the fact that he's unable to avoid canister shot. Which, to be honest, I can understand you avoiding a cannonball. It's not that difficult, but canister shot, I would have thought it's a lot more difficult, Mal.
Yeah, the only real defence against canister is a rather large piece of hillside. It's they actually have quite some range on them, although the damage does drop off as distance increases. Gaz may not have noticed the rather large French line to his right, although he may have just spotted it as he's running away rapidly.
I'm trying to find Gaz. I haven't managed to find him yet. So
he's up at the Austrian cannon. He's about to be charged by the entirety of the French army as his allies run away.
Oh, right. That's always a good thing to see.
I know, he's legging it as well now.
So let's see if we can lock in on where the soon-to-be late Gaz is actually located.
He's hiding in a bush.
Oh.
But Napoleon's going to come slash him from behind, I think.
Okay. So let's see.
Meeting of the minds in the bush there?
Face down in the bush. Who doesn't want to be there? As there we go. There he is. We're watching Gaz defending himself, taking a sabre slice. Oh, he's not doing well here. He's being attacked from all directions. He's got a little bit of officer targeting there, but it is officer versus officer, so I suppose it's allowed. No, it isn't, because he just got sliced in the face by Skittles. So Skittles...
The French artillery there, very nearly. If you look at the smoking craters, that was almost perfectly lined up with the remains of the French lines.
Oh, yes.
Gamer is trying for some more.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about your lot. You seem to breed opportunists, especially when it comes to artillery. So you've got another line of the French moving out. It's 8 Austrians are remaining. Now, let's see where they are. Those players playing Austrian Grenzers, make sure you bring infantry muskets. And we're looking at... This is it looks to be a nice little section of 4PP, Mal.
Yeah, they're sneaking up on the other unit of 4PP, which I'm not sure has seen them.
Okay. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I'm looking here at the moment. And you've got this guy here at the back there, Charles MacDonald from the 51st and the 75th, probably going to tack onto the back of the line here as they're looking to present onto the French line, who have decided to essentially cheese it in the opposite direction. However, sneaking up on the brow of the hill, as you said, is the 75th under the control of Colonel Lyme, who is about to give them a huge amount of fruit in the face. There we go, the fire has gone in. Oh, the charge. And a cannonball flies over the top of the battle. That could have been a very unfortunate cannonball.
Yep, two low-sailing cannonballs just missed everybody.
Yeah, that was that could have been very messy and also extremely funny. So, the French have won the round. The French have won the round, and we move on to the next one. Well, this is going to be the last round, according to the organiser, USC for Life. So, a thank you to the organisers for this event. It's been entertaining thus far, wouldn't you say, Mal?
Yep, and hopefully some of the public players in here will decide they like the whole regimental thing and end up joining one of the many regiments in the community, and therefore continuing to grow that said community.
Indeed, yes, I couldn't agree more. That's the lifeblood of any community is new players. Anything that can bring people in and help grow the community and keep the game alive that everybody enjoys and loves so much, then, you know, that can only be a good thing. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Now, obviously... So far, I think it is. Oh dear. So someone took his spot in their channel. So Lime is raging. And did I just hear fluting?
Yep.
I did. I do enjoy a good bit of flutage.
It's Hovis.
Oh God, it's Hovis. So
he's being brutalised.
He is being brutalised now, isn't he? So yeah, he is there. So there's Sir Hovis in there. Oh, there we go. This will be interesting. A Russian militia charge on each side. We should get involved in that. What do you reckon?
Yep, if you want to take one team, I'll take the other.
That sounds fair. That sounds fair. And see if we can stab each other. So, although I noticed the last time we had a fun round, I noticed that Aztir put a beacon on me, which I thought was a bit cheap.
Well, we had a whole load of bottles with your name written on.
Yeah, I know. And I got killed by a drugged up turtle, for God's sake.
Yeah, I was very happy with that. He was demanding cookies.
I'm surprised he didn't get an instant promotion, to be honest. But never mind. So you've got a line of Austrians surrendering here. The 4PP have all appeared to surrender. So these guys getting themselves sorted out. As that's not going to make Saddam very happy when his entire line has surrendered behind him. As cannonballs are bouncing over, and you've got Rout with a nice kill onto Alexander Campbell.
And life's down again.
Oh God, shot by Hogshead.
His general was not very good at preserving himself, it seems.
Yeah, surely most of the generals tend to sort of, you know, stand out of the way, and looks like we've got fire coming into a collection of the Austrians. 51st Charles MacDonald. They've taken loads of fire from the French, and they now look like they're having to back off. We've also got Recruit Stone in there as a rifleman, so... He's out there and he's going to be rifle butting people to death. But for some unfortunate, it doesn't have the reach that the bayonet does, Mel.
No, the rifle unfortunately took a nerf back quite heavily a few patches back. Previously, that swing actually did a ridiculous amount of damage. It was more effective against horses than the bayonet at one point.
I don't know if you've seen Lance Corporal Bloody from the 75th Line. Decided to run away from an extremely large line of French people that were after him, and was so scared he actually dropped his gun and his cartridges.
Well, I'm sure he can find another one somewhere, especially if he heads up near the artillery. They're, you know, forever catching or shooting each other. Indeed,
yes. Indeed. But, you know, hey-ho, we see. We'll see how things go. And we're looking at the 3TE. And there's Sergeant Ollie with a nice kill. As then Von Ledwald, Colonel, I think that's how you pronounce it. Cadet Caboose has managed to kill somebody, always good. And you've got Light Sasha in a little bit of a battle. Let's see what's going on. There's Father Jack in there for the cannons. And he is out with the spyglass.
We've got a French line and an Austrian line screening them just behind the Austrian artillery.
Tarrington has just caught a sabre in the face. Or bayonet, I should say. And you've now got a nice line. Andy Crackshot Murray moving in to support his team. As a bunch of Austrians are now moving away. And you've got Captain Joker from the 7TE. He's under fire, or under bayonet attack, as you can see, from a couple of Frenchmen. There's Hoghams in there as well, so we know he's good. And also Sergeant the Baker, but he's not that good because Doering just shot him in the face. And Captain Joker takes down Hoghams as well, so nice play there by Joker. And we're watching Doering at the moment. Waiting for someone to team kill Doering, that would be ironic. And let's see what's going on as we move over to the Austrians. So it's looking pretty even thus far, except for the French have a significant improvement in numbers, Mal.
Yeah, the French line that's around the back of the Austrian artillery has actually completely defeated this Austrian line in just a stand-up fight. They're not doing anything special. They're both just standing there firing at each other in line. I'm not sure why the French have taken so few casualties. At one point, the Austrian line looked like a 10-pin bowling split. There's just nothing in the middle.
And you've now also got the French general coming in with sabres. I think it is, yeah. And here we go. It's not looking good. 16 of the Austrians remaining. Doering's already managed to catch a bullet. And let's just see. There we go. The French have pretty much cleared up everyone. As we are looking to see what's going on with the remaining Austrians. So let's see if we can find out where they are. So Corporal Royal is in and is supporting his artillery. And everything, it seems to be quiet where they are. A few pot shots at the enemy French. And a nice cannonball from Lieutenant Gaz into Clown UK. So still all to play for, Mal.
Yeah, I think the French have got this one. They're attacking from multiple directions. There's only 2 cannons and about 5-6 guards left, maybe.
Yeah, now the thing is you've now got the general moving up towards the cannons, and this could turn out to be messy. Especially when some of these guys are standing in front of the cannons. So, unfortunately, the cannon that is being controlled by Slayer Boy can't move quick enough to catch up with the horses for the generals of the French side. Now, they're making their way up very slowly. So, you've got Skittles there moving into a position where he can take a pot shot at the enemy. And the line are being brought up to support them now.
Yep, there's lines coming from all sides of this hill. I'm not sure the Austrians on the top quite realise how desperate their fight's about to become.
Yeah, this is going to get pretty messy very soon. There we go. The French general, one of the dragoons, has been dehorsed, or chasseurs, or I'm not sure which they are. As there we go. Nice cannonball. Colonel Lime catches a sabre from Slayer Boy. Riki takes down more of the 75th. And Ollie takes down Bloody from the 75th as well.
That was a point blank. The Bloody just ran across the front of his gun as he fired canister and basically absorbed all of it with his face.
Oh well, never mind. These things happen. As there we go. There's Ollie being taken down very quickly. Gunfire from all over the place. And there is one Austrian left.
It's Gelja with his crocodile.
It's Gelja. It's Gelja. We got to watch this. This is this is going to be interesting to see. Run, Jelly, run. Oh dear. So I think it's he's turned to fight. He's turned to a fight. Look at this. Gelja going in for the kill. Oh, look at this. A bit of stabbing, spinning death. And I think he managed to get absolutely no one.
He killed one and he forced 2 team kills, so it was better than expected, really.
Right, let's move on to the fun round then. Mal, what do you reckon?
Yep. On this map? Oh dear.
Oh, I'll join the left team then, yeah?
Yep.
And we're in as partisans. Random. Here we go.
Oh, top hat and everything.
God. Same here. I've got a bit of wood.
Try to team kill me, Jackson.
And there we go, UFC for life, killing During already. Didn't last long. So many team killers, God. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It seems they don't want to fight properly. I was being stalked by someone who considers himself a cadet currently.
Oh, right.
We may have words.
That's a future unspecified date. Right, where are the rest of the enemy? I think we killed everybody. Aha, there's a Rusty Turban. Rusty Turban's throwing bottles at people. Oh, for God's sake!
It's just like a dock brawl over...
Yeah, I don't know where the hell I got shot from. No idea where I got shot from. I don't even know where the hell they are. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's a good bit of trident and enforking going on that on the docks. Well, that's probably not the first time that kind of thing's happened. As we're watching Corporal Royal in there with his trident of death, and somebody who's come in as a flipping Russian, a Schnitzel in there with a big long slashy thing on a stick. We do that. Oh, look at that! With a nice tinker.
Royal was just cut in half.
He was indeed. Schnitzel is about to. Yeah, there we go. Schnitzel. Oh dear. So Wolfie has got an extremely long pole, and don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, that thing can't block, unfortunately.
Apparently not. No. Not that it did her much good with the axe. So we've now got Forerunner with a rather nice hammer there, and let's see who's left.
Where's Sasha hiding? Someone looks like they're in the toilet, but that's... Oh, there's Sasha. She's hiding in the bushes, and down we go. Killed by a hoe, I believe.
Indeed. It's all about the bitches and hoes. Right, well, that's it for this evening. We thank you for watching, and we will see you again next week.
See you next time.